So we have the NFL playoffs promo coming tomorrow. And we also got some info on a recent title update, and SpongeBob is here. Let's jump right in. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. So the playoffs promo is confirmed for tomorrow, Friday, right into wildcard weekend, just like we thought. And some of the names on that list, well, I gave you some of these names yesterday, and I hope you kind of invested a little bit of capital in it because some of those power-ups are going up. But before we jump into all that, I just want to let you know, if you are new here, I appreciate you for stopping by. If you'd be so kind as to hit the subscribe button down below, notification bell right next to it. You get notified anytime I'm live with brand new content. Also, if you like what you see, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, show you love. If you like these players, show you love. If you like the NFL playoffs, show you love. Thumbs up all around. And in the comment section down below, let me know which one of these players teased are you most looking forward to adding to the team or getting in the game. Let's jump right into it. All right, so let's get real boring first, right? Here's the news and notes from GMM today. Just a couple things, couple points from me here. Number one there at the programs up top, obviously next week they're resuming it. Weekend League is open this weekend, open Weekend League this weekend. The Gridiron notes, we're gonna go check that stuff out. Basically, latest Gridiron notes releasing later today, highlighting details on Sacred Franchise Playing Update. Low-key, they also included all the new updates for NextGen and stuff, so we're gonna go over that. And the title update went live this morning. PS4, Xbox Series X, S is targeted later today. And PS5 update is pending Sony approval. I also assume Xbox One will also get that update too with the PS4. So here are the Gridiron notes that are coming, the patch, the title update that's coming today, right? So right here, ensure the Madden community is the best game possible. Scheduled updates are deployed by the Madden development team. We look forward to other feedback. Here's detailed breakdown of what's included in today's title update. So SpongeBob yard location. I don't know why everybody was all up in arms about SpongeBob and Mutt. Like, you guys need to use your brains. SpongeBob yard location, second set of post-franchise launch franchise updates, which we kind of touched on yesterday a little bit. Won't jump into that, but as you see, gameplay updates, zone coverage improvements. Now, a lot of people have been clamoring for this. We need improved zones. We need our zone drops to work. We need people to react properly. So as you see right here, tuning to deep zone defender logic to focus more on deep threats in their zone and less on shorter routes approaching their zones. Tuning to deep zone logic in cover one to react quicker to deep over post and any other deep crossing routes. Updating the facing direction of this deep zone player so they face the ball rather than just the line of scrimmage, which will help deep zone defenders turn in the appropriate direction when covering deep routes. Tuning the fake out logic on inside release post routes as posts. There was significant separation resulting from this release and cut when close to the line of scrimmage. This change prevents defenders getting faked out during this early segment of the route. And added Gen 5 specific change of direction animations to locomotion, which will improve a defender's ability to transition from strafe to run quicker. So yeah, let's go. COD update, change adjustments, zone adjustments, but that's not it. Tuning to improve turn and run to better anticipate vertical speed threats. Tuning to allow faster top end strafe speed for defenders in deep zone. Extended the distance that a deep third can look inside while anticipating deep crossing routes coming from the opposite side of the field, which is kind of, I mean, so important, that one. Extending the deep distance that deep thirds can look inside while anticipating, like just for them to anticipating a deep route instead of having to either commit to it too early or bite on it or just holding where the deep third is located with that safety over top. It's just so important. All of these updates, I really hope they all work because it sounds like exactly for the most part what we wanted for gameplay changes. I think there's COD, there's change of direction, there's turn and run, additional changes. So right here too, extended the distance that a deep third can look inside. We did that. Fixed an issue causing outside deep third defenders to leverage the #1 outside receiver too long, even when the receiver is no longer a deep threat. Dev note, we made a significant tuning changes to zone coverage, specifically deep zones, to better balance the deep passing game and increase the anticipation of deep zone defenders. So hopefully you won't get burned anymore over top. One thing to be aware of is that these changes only apply to defenders in zone coverage and will not impact match zone players after they've transitioned to man coverage on applicable match coverage plays, which obviously should make sense. We will continue to monitor stats and feedback on both man and zone coverage towards future turning upgrades. And thank you to the Madden community for the feedback on zone coverage. So, sounds like they heard us. We'll see if it actually works though, but it sounds like they heard us. Also down here, general gameplay fixes Something that we talked on this channel was the fair catch thing, and I know I made a video on it. It was a funny little exploit. They disabled kickoffs and stuff, but the real issue with the kickoffs wasn't really the fair catch, right? If the issue was fair catch solely, they would have disabled punts too, right? The issue with the fair catch was that, like, literally there was a kickoff play clock exploit. As you see down here, general gameplay fixes basically fixed an issue allowing the kicking team to remain at the play call screen indefinitely without having to call a play. This has been used as an exploit to force the receiving team to quit in order to get out of the game. Now the play clock will run down as it should and force the kickoff to be called when it expires. That's a huge exploit, right? So basically, long story short, we load into a game, say I'm kicking off and you're receiving. All you have, if you pick return before I select kickoff, then we're sitting there. That's it. It's a game of who can sit this out the longest, right? And usually 9 times out of 10, people be like, it froze, I'm out. So yeah, so that's a problem. Fair catch exploit fixed an issue causing the ball carrier to enter a state where he couldn't be tackled after fielding a kickoff or punt off the ground following a fair catch. With this fix, any player in the receiving team who recovers a kick or punt following a fair catch will be able to get tackled just like in the NFL. But they worded this weird. It's not just like, you know, you fair catch and you get it's the fair catch hits the ground and they recover it. I'm absolutely almost positively sure they don't mean when you call a fair catch you can still get tackled. Obviously that's a penalty, but more so when the exploit was being used, when it hits the ground, if it's a fair catch, hits the ground and scoop up, as opposed to this right here, which is kind of poorly explaining that it'll be something with the fair catch hitting the ground. The other stuff is the franchise updates. We kind of went over that yesterday. There's a new house rules in there, undue free agency signing. So now it's the content that everybody wants to see. The NFL playoffs content is here. As you see Darius Leonard right here. I'll check him out real quick. 89 speed, 96 play rec, 89 block shot. I would love to see the coverage stats on him because obviously he's usually a good coverage linebacker, but they made him a run stopper this year. I don't know. It's very weird. But long story short here, NFL playoffs, the way it sounded like from Kralo is that they're showing us one offensive or defensive player, one player from each team today. There's going to be another one on the offensive or defensive side. So example here, Darius Leonard, 95. And I believe from what he's saying, we should get a 95 on the offensive end. And we also get the playoff masters. Last year it was Champ Bailey, Terrell Owens. I don't know who would be this year. I guess Joe Namath and Reggie Wayne. And I had a couple names guessed yesterday. I think Simeon Rice was another one in my video yesterday. So you can check that out if you want the full breakdown. But Darius Leonard right here, one of the top cards in the set. Yeah, I mean, he's the hero. He's the top card, just like I predicted yesterday, unfortunately. I hate to toot my own horn, but, you know, I called it. Darius Leonard was in need of an upgrade, especially at this linebacker position. So he's going to come in at a 95 overall. A bunch of these guys are going to come in at the same overall as him. And for this little preview here, all these guys that we're going to see here through all the playoff teams. So Darius Leonard's the first one to show up here. Again, this content comes out Friday, tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what time. I don't know if it's morning or not, but comes out tomorrow. Denzel Ward here as the cornerback, 95 overall, 94 speed, not too shabby there. 95 man, 90 zone, 94 press, 93 play rec. Pretty impressive, pretty solid card right there for 95 overall corner there for the Cleveland Browns. So just Denzel Ward getting an upgrade. Obviously he hasn't had one since his, I think it was his Redux LTD or something like that. So Denzel Ward was an early favorite for best corner in the game. So glad he's getting an update there. Ronnie Stanley, a boring lineman. I know, guys. Left tackle there for the Ravens. 90 strength. All of his stats are above 90. So we love to see that for an offensive lineman at 95. The run block's a little slow, especially there on the run block power in particular, but it is what it is. Probably the best left tackle in the game. Him, Jimbo. You really can't go wrong with any of those guys. So Ronnie Stanley here, though, for the Ravens and all the theme teamers there that use him. So just keep in mind there should be another defensive side of the ball. So maybe it's a Matthew Judon, maybe Jonathan Taylor over there for the Colts. Who knows? Who's to say? Even in the Browns, maybe it's Wyatt Teller here. Ryan Tannehill coming here. 95 overall field general QB, 86 speed. He has a power up, and I've told you guys for weeks now to invest in that power up. Short accuracy, mid, above 90, deep at an 89, throw powers at a 93. You could chem that up a little bit though, get it over 95 easy with go deep and such. Titans theme teamers. I don't remember who else he played with. Dolphins, I think, Miami Dolphins. I'm not too sure. But Ryan Tannehill here, 86 over speed and 95 overall. James Conner, 95 speed, 95 overall, 92 speed. Excuse me, I keep mixing these up. 95 overall, 92 speed. I mean, cool. 94 carry is nice there. He's a power back, so he's not going to get any crazy elusive back abilities and such. 86 COD, 92 trekking, 93 break tackle. Solid card. Not too speedy though. I mean, the speed would be nice if it was boosted up a little bit, but I mean, again, what are we going to complain about? 92, 93, 94 speed. It's pretty much all the same for the most part once you actually get on the field and get the guys running there. So James Conner there for the Steelers. It doesn't have a power up, it doesn't look like there, so just keep that in mind there for Connor. The other guys appear to have powers. I don't remember if Stanley does off the top of my head. So John Brown here, 95 overall deep threat wide receiver, 95 speed, 94 deep route running, 94 catch. Those are the three, and 93 spec catch. I mean, hell, put that on top, cherry on top. He's a beast, John Brown. That's going to be a crazy good card. Tyrann Mathieu here, 95 overall, 92 speed, a smidge slower than you'd like, but again, 93, 94 speed, 92. It's pretty much all the same. 94 man coverage, 95 zone, 85 hit power, but that 94 man, 95 zone, again, he has a case for being the best safety in the game. That speed though is something you don't like, but the coverage is great. Tackles a little bit lower than you'd like, 95 play rec, 90 pursuit. So Tyrann Mathieu there has a power up. We are talked about him too as well in the video yesterday, and told you guys for weeks now that this guy is due for an upgrade, presumably playoff program there. So Tyrann Mathieu's there. Now we're switching to the NFC. We got Mitchell Trubisky, Scrambler, bad archetype, 95 overall. We just saw yesterday with Vince Young. I would completely skip just because it's a trash archetype. We have to see more of a stat, see what he gets abilities wise, but probably nothing great. Jalen Ramsey here, 95 overall, 92 speed's a little bit slower than you'd like. But you know, Jalen Ramsey is overdue, so he's gonna get chemmed up probably pretty nicely to like a 97 speed with the right chems if you could get it all the way up there. 95 man, 93 zone, 94 excel, 94 press, which is pretty solid there. Man-to-man corner, 93 jump, 93 play rec, and 94 excel. So this card's pretty solid overall. Again, the speed's just a smidge slower than you'd like, but you know, Jalen Ramsey, another one that I told you guys about yesterday, due for an upgrade. And also Jalen Ramsey, he will obviously go into the power up progress for his Derwin card. So keep that in mind. If you have the Derwin card, might not be a bad idea to get his power up if you haven't already. Tom Brady here, 95 overall field general QB, 93 throw power. His accuracies are above 90 there. But it's Tom Brady. I mean, I don't think anybody's too excited about Tom Brady card. So Bucks fans, Patriots fans, sure. Now here's what I'm a little bit excited about right here. Landon Collins, run support, strong safety at 95 overall. Obviously former Giants safety there. So 93 speed, 83 man coverage is bad. 90 zone coverage, but 96 hit power on him. I mean, this could be a starting safety on my team. I mean, this card is insanely interesting. I just want to see how it plays on the field. 93 speed is pretty solid there too. I'll probably get him up to 95, 96 speed there. So Landon Collins, we love to see it. DK Metcalf. Now, here's an interesting note here for DK Metcalf for multiple reasons. Number one, team of the week cards currently right now at this moment are very expensive. People want this DK power up and his card. I just sold his power up and his card for a combined 175,000 coins. Yesterday, it was going for a combined 80,000 or so. So his price is going up. Numbers on the board are going up. So what I suggest you all to do is to get those team of the week cards. And again, I showed you guys DK yesterday. I said it. DK is probably a lock to get an upgrade here in the playoffs promo. 95 speed. If we check him out real quick, it's a beast card. It's an insanely beastly card. But his archetype is just not great. Physical archetype is just not the best. But 95 speed, 93 deep route running, 92 catch, 94 spec catch. Those are my core 4 stats there for wide receivers. DK hits all those thresholds for everything you need to get him, and I mean, he's just going to be he's going to be a beast. He's just going to be a beast out there in the field. Purely alone, just his card, but his archetype is bad, so that's why I'm kind of hesitant on DK Metcalf. But make the most out of his set, right? Make the most out of the coins, sell team of the week cards, all that type of good stuff there. Teron Armstead here, left tackle for the Saints, 88 strength. All of his stats are above 90, except the run block power. This card is borderline unusable. Why would you pick him over Ronnie Stanley? I do not know. His pass block is cool, but Ronnie Stanley is better. Kenny Clark, DT for the Packers. Interesting choice here, I think. 83 excel, 71 speed, 95 block shed though, 92 power move. Okay, so he's literally just useful right in front of the center, I guess. He's not doing anything else for you mostly, unless you literally have him right under center. So Kenny Clark there coming in for the Packers. I don't know why you'd add this card if you were anything besides a Packers fan. So 71 speed too, like it's laughable. So that's it. That's all the cards that we got teased out today. Again, they should be sending out some more teases tonight on the EA Madden NFL or Twitter, whatever the hell the Twitter account is, EA Sports _ one of those accounts. They should be teasing out some more tonight. If not tomorrow, we will get all of them. We'll show them up in the video if it comes out at the same time as the release is out, or however they break it out tomorrow. But playoffs are coming, boys. Hope you are prepared and ready to go. It should be a fun time in MUT. We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.